Yes, I see you. Hello. All right.
No. I'm good. Skype, on the other hand, it was personal.
Aw.
Missed you too.
Miss you guys too. I'm so excited.
We live on the channel.
Except for all they heard, they didn't hear anything I was saying. That's hilarious.
Good.
They didn't hear me say nice things to you.
Good. It's just so good.
They just heard you guys say nice things to me. So now they think that I'm like an asshole, and that you guys are really
Wow.
nice.
Wow, they were like, "Hey, it's good to see you," and she's all like, "Whatevs."
Yeah.
bitch."
Anyway, should we have a podcast, guys?
I don't know. I was kind of hoping Skype would shit the bed again and get out of here. So what's up? Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say I'm
Fucking
like all over the place now after shutting down as hard as you can shut down.
slow ass news week, though. Am I right?
Right? Yeah, you're right. It was oh, hey everybody, and welcome to the 11th episode of the home. Jesus, I was taking a nap right before the podcast too. I'm gonna be a wreck.
I just realized that I had music playing this whole time too. So this podcast is just ruined. It's just ruined.
We are on it.
This was a shitty start. I think this was our first real problem with the podcast.
Yeah, and it was like not just one.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody in the chat? This is the 11th episode of the Homerow podcast, and there's no news. There's just none. So if you're here for news, sorry. It's not there.
Comic-Con, right? I mean, that starts tomorrow.
Is that better, Spooter? I'm gonna start yelling. If I got to. Oh shit, I'm peeking a lot.
Pop out.
Making sure. I also don't. I want to make sure I'm not gonna peek and pop right in your guys' ears.
No,
so.
I need to turn you guys up. Hold on.
Oh, well then.
Okay, so we can just.
OBS doesn't want to cooperate with me either.
Good. You know what? Just. It's a great show, everybody. We'll see you on episode 12.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys want to play some video games?
All right,
Is that
so
better?
I can't get chat
Open
to
it.
go up on screen because OBS has been just impossible about it. Like, it just won't put my chat on screen.
Okay. I guess
Yeah.
we can deal with it. I have chat up so we can
yeah.
Okay.
we can still
Oh,
interact.
show sounds.
We'll have to
All right.
read out loud so that any
Yeah,
VOD watchers know what's going on. But
totally.
what's up, everybody? So
Yeah.
happy all of you are joining us.
Yeah.
And we're so patient with all of our difficulties.
Yes. Thank you for hanging in there, guys.
Let's see. I have 2 Doxy chats open.
Only need the one, Joe.
But I really like Doxy chat.
Yeah, they are the best chat. That is a thing. That is a thing. They are the
Word.
best chat.
All right. So, is there any news you guys can think of? Because I think we're going to spend the majority of this talking about just what we played, what's been new, and anything that the chat brings up.
I need to turn off my sub notifier, but thank you, Dragon Reina, for your support.
Yes. Wow, that's a lot of
Is that far slide?
hearts.
Yeah,
Was
that's a fart slide. That is a fart slide.
Nice.
How long until this VOD ends up on r/cringe, you think?
Oh god, like 15 minutes, maybe.
Somebody's just been recording this the whole time. They're live feeding it to r/cringe right now.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's the official. It's become the official video podcast of cringe. Let's see. I can't think of any news, so we can jump right into what you guys been playing.
I have
I
been
mean-
playing the shit out of Terraria and H1Z1, and
Alright.
I swore I was not going to support H1Z1 and like cover
Right.
it because I had a lot of really big issues with the mods not being really in place in that game. The like
That's
admins.
right. Yeah, we talked about that in an earlier episode.
Yeah, but they've
Nice.
they've really gotten their shit together, and I'm really happy to see it. And I am just like addicted to survival crafting games, and I don't want to do anything besides play H1Z1 or Terraria. I've been playing the shit out of Terraria too, which is also a survival crafting game and really fun.
So let's start with H1Z1.
Okay.
That is, to answer the Fairy Ruse question, H1Z1 is a survival zombie game, basically a counterpart to DayZ, but brought on by what used to be Sony Online,
Yeah.
right? Sony Online Entertainment. Now they are Daybreak,
Fucking Daybreak.
who also did PlanetSide 2, just brought that to PS4, which I tried for like an hour or two. That's beside the point.
How was it though? Quickly.
It was okay. It was a little rough for a shooter. I mean, I'm used to that level of polish in like Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff was a little rough. It was cool, but I don't think I'm gonna really probably go back to it each week.
Was there a story there at all? With the
I
game?
don't know it. There's like
It's
3
like-
factions.
Oh, I thought you were talking about H1Z1.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go back to that because
Yeah.
anyway, I think I'm done explaining it. You go around, you craft, you try to survive. I played it when it first came out, and there were some issues, and there was some definite balance problems with like the zombies in particular, like they weren't a threat. So I'm interested to hear what you think of it, Docs.
I love it. I played the shit out of it when it was brand new, and then I had like issues. Like they were just Daybreak is incredibly irresponsible. Like they're terrible. They're terrible. They made a fun fucking game that I'm addicted to, but those dudes just kind of suck. Like they are just like what I've been saying is they are addicted to dropping the ball. They like when the game first came out, it was available for massive multiplayer online, right? And there was just absolutely no admin system in place. I was harassed for over 2 hours in game, and in order for me to report these dudes, to have them like removed from the game, I had to submit a support ticket. So like it was, and they didn't get back to me until like all of my viewers started sending them, like just bombarding them with links to the video that I made and stuff like that. And even then, after that, they were like, well, we can't tell you how we deal with disciplining people, but just know that it's being dealt with. And now when I go on there, anytime somebody gets banned, they fucking broadcast it to everyone. So, like, what the fuck is it, Daybreak? Can you tell people or can you not tell people? Anyway, that's that's all old news. Now they're just like constantly putting out updates later than they say they're going to, and I don't think that anybody would care if they like just didn't promise things they couldn't deliver all the time. It's just constant with them. Like they and the servers go down without any kind of formal announcement, and like we understand that as players playing a game that's in alpha that we're gonna have like server wipes and stuff like that. We understand, and that's okay, and that honestly brings some fun back into it. Like I love going in on server wipe days and starting brand new and stuff like that. But just like the fact that they implement a server wipe and an update, and then like it will be up for a couple hours and you'll be able to play it, and then they'll just like all the servers will go down again for maintenance for another like 2 hours or some shit like that. And it's unannounced, and they don't answer any questions. You can tweet at them, you can go to the Reddit and ask questions, and they are just not present, and it's frustrating. It's really frustrating. It's irresponsible at best.
Yeah, that makes me, I mean, thinking of like the harassment side of things, it's just interesting that it only got resolved because a lot of people brought it to their attention of, you know, what if you were just a gamer that wasn't a streamer, that didn't have hundreds, we'll call them millions of followers, that were willing to service that up.
That's
like,
exactly what my point was. I went on a Twitter rant about this, actually, because people were giving me a hard time about posting that video. And I was like, look, like, these people need to know that this isn't okay. Like, I'm trying to be responsible with the position that I, like, have here. Like, I have an audience, and what if this happened to somebody who was already bullied at school? What if this happened to somebody who just got out of an abusive relationship? What if this happened to somebody who, like, had other shit going on, and, like, and this like pushed them over the edge, and fucking they did something terrible, you know, like. Or just something really traumatic happened to them. Like, luckily, I'm a decently well-adjusted person and, like, was able to handle it okay. But what if it had happened to somebody who they couldn't handle it as well?
Well,
it's so fucked up.
First of all, that is one thing we need to change in our culture, in the gamer culture, is this feeling of, like, that you kind of need to shame someone for reporting other players. Like, it's not okay. Like, I understand that we, pretend that there's this air of anonymity, but there really isn't anymore. It's time to start acting like human beings in games. If we're going to have a massive multiplayer online game, it's time to start. I mean, I understand that there are game mechanics you can use to attack and kill other players. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about harassing individuals to the point of interrupting their lives and their own games. And we need to take responsibility for that. And I think you've done that.
Yeah.
I think you did that in this case. And I don't understand why we try to shame people for doing the responsible thing.
Yeah, dude, the backlash that I got from that video, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to, as, like, I was prepared for it to be. But it was still pretty bad. Like people were... like, oh, you're a dumb bitch, what were you thinking? Like, you shouldn't have been using the comms anyway, shut the fuck up, you're a girl, what did you expect? Stuff like that. Like I deserved this harassment for using this fundamental part of the game.
Yeah,
that,
you're not
like,
supposed to use part of the game.
Right, exactly. Like, it was just... I was astounded by how barbaric people could be about something like that. Just absolutely barbaric. Like, I don't know. Like, I hate to throw around the phrase victim blaming, you know what I mean? But, like, that's exactly what it was. Like, yeah. I don't feel like a victim in this game. Like, I feel like I'm totally okay. The experience didn't ruin me. It ruined that gaming session for sure. But, like, it just, like, these people telling me that it's my fault that I was, like, being harassed. That, like, at one point, one of them told me that they were like, give me your Facebook link, and if you're pretty, you get to live, and if you're ugly, I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, dude. I was just like, you are sick. You are sick. And there was just no way to report them, and I had it. I was like, you know what? I have a couple episodes of this recorded. I deleted them. I was like, there's 0% chance that I'm gonna support a game that is gonna make it hard for me to do my fucking duty to make sure that this game is going okay and, like, isn't gonna hurt the people that I fucking advertise it to, you know?
So now, do you see, like, GMs or DMs or, like, any type of management in the game when you're playing now?
They've made it easier to report people, yeah. There's first of all, they do have, like, a Reddit community also, and I think that no matter what, you'd be able to get a hold of the devs there. They have, like, made themselves known who they are. They're not very present, to be totally honest. Like, they don't answer for a whole lot of stuff, but I'm sure that if you, like, made a thread, that the rest of the community would have your fucking back about it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Or at least I really want to hope so. Anyway.
Yeah, it makes me angry to think that people even think that that's okay, just because I think of gaming as, like, a very safe place. Like, I go to games for not necessarily true escapism.
To escape
like,
the bullshit of real life. That's, dude, totally.
But I do get there, like, I'd rather do that than watch a movie. I'd rather do that than watch a book. Or, yeah, well, watch a book or read one. Tell how much I read.
Book. I'm just, there you go.
It's a
Watching
good one. That's a good one over there, too. But no, it enrages me to think that people think it's okay. Like, I remember the days of Call of Duty where you just muted everybody in the lobby. To me, that's still a reaction. It sucks that it's that way, because there are some really good times to be had in a lot of games. But unfortunately, it seems like there's always some new stock of assholes that comes up, and they could be young, or they could just be people that don't interact well with other people, and for some reason they see that as an okay place, and it's not okay. It's really not, and it interests me that Daybreak has such a problem addressing it. Even if it has gotten better, you would think that if it's my company and somebody tells me, or, you know, even if it's somebody in the support desk submits a ticket and says, I was harassed in your game, you'd want to reach out directly to that person and have a conversation, know that there's a person on the other end that's like, okay, we're doing something about this, as opposed to a support ticket.
Yeah, did I tell you that they never even got back to me? They got back to one of my viewers.
No, you did not say that.
Yeah, they didn't even get back to me personally.
That is bad.
So furious about
extremely
it.
bad.
Yeah, I'm not ever going to cover their game.
Their first game. It's not even their first game. They have had many online games in the past. I don't understand. Like, I don't. That just does not compute. Yeah.
So anyway, it's a fun game, but like, I refuse to cover it. I'm not gonna do it. Like, I might stream it sometime when like that's all I want to do is play it, because I am addicted. It's got its claws real deep in me, but like, I don't know. The community seems for the most part better. I did have an experience just the other day where there was a kid that was playing, and they were kind of annoying. Like they were asking a lot of questions, but like it wasn't to the point where the way that the rest of the people on the server reacted was okay. There was this one dude who was just like every time the kid said anything, he was like, "Stop talking! Shut up! Kill yourself!" Shit like that. And finally I exploded on the dude, and I was just like, "You are twice as annoying as this kid, telling him to shut the fuck up. Like, seriously, he's asking questions, and they're legitimate questions." And I was like, "Dude, if you need anything, come and find me, and I will help you." And like, it just like it infuriates me that people can be so fucking terrible to one another, and nobody fucking nobody has anybody else's back about it, and like people get pissed off when other people try to do something about it.
Yeah. Well, because immediately the first thing that happens is they're like, "Oh my God, you're a social justice warrior."
Yeah.
And you're like, "Well, no, I'm actually just a decent human being.
Yeah.
I don't need to be a social justice warrior. I just need to be, a regular person." Anyway, so we're talking about H1Z1 to those who just joined.
It's actually the worst part is at its core, it's a solid concept. It's a pretty good survival game. It's got some flaws here. Like when I was playing, I said that the zombies weren't really a threat. I jumped in like a month ago, and they seemed to be a little bit more tuned and a little bit more bountiful, I guess. They're like all over the damn place now.
Tons of them.
But yeah, just even knowing that, like, that's the process you went through, like that turns me off to the game a lot.
I'm definitely never going to spend any money on anything else that developer puts out. Fucking ever.
Yeah.
Is H1Z1 going to be on the early access, or what are they, the preview program on Xbox One?
No, I think DayZ is, though.
Oh, DayZ. You're right. DayZ, not H1Z1.
And every time this gets brought up, I just can't stress enough how little I fucking want to play that. I've never wanted to play anything less in my life than the fucking Xbox community. Fucking H1Z or DayZ. Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
No, thank you. Yeah. H1Z1 is coming to PS4 though, and I can't say that I haven't experienced it enough to know if the PlayStation community is any better, and I wouldn't want to be the one to make that sweeping generalization.
I will right now. It fucking isn't. Dude, the console community is even worse than the PC community as far as harassment and shit goes. It's really bad.
Yeah. Yep. It's awful. But how's Terraria? That's a awesome game.
So fun. And those devs, I can't sing their praises enough. Like, this game has been finished for ages and ages and ages, and they just keep on doubling the content of the game just over and over and over again. I played it years ago with my roommate at the time, Christian, and, like, the first time that I ever played, I think that we played for, like, 21 hours straight. And so I've been streaming it lately, and the streams have been going for, like, we recently had one that was like 12 hours, and the one before that was like 7 hours. My stream is supposed to be like 3 hours long and we just keep going way past that because we don't want to fucking stop playing Terraria. It's so much fun.
That's awesome.
It's so much fun.
I just never jumped into it in the way that I think probably because I would always jump in by myself. and I'd
Yeah,
always
you
heard
want
Terraria was a
friends.
great game. And then I just wander around. I'm like, man, it's all right. Like, just dig.
You should come
figure
on the
out a few
stream and play with us,
recipes.
Joe.
Dig.
I can do that. I
You
can
should
do
do it.
that.
It's
It
fun.
sounds like fun. I still have the game. But yeah, I heard the latest content update like doubled the amount of stuff that's in the game, and those guys have done quite a bit.
Yeah,
Like,
they're
it
amazing.
isn't really expected of them either.
Yeah.
In today's gaming.
Everybody was
landscape.
already thrilled with them. Like they have been fucking phenomenal. They actually listen to their community and what they want, and they have just brilliant people working on the games with great ideas. The art is beautiful. The music is beautiful. There's just tons and tons of content now. It's almost endlessly replayable. Like it's really good.
Very cool.
Yeah. That's one of those things that I really like about survival crafting games is that it just start a new character and it's a new experience every single time. I like replayability. I can't say it enough. And to me, survival crafting games have that replayability just
For sure.
kind of built into the concept.
You know what I would love from a survival crafting game is one that comes out that's done. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, that
Like,
would be good.
I love. I actually liked DayZ, and I loved the concept. I liked the hardcore nature of it. I would jump in with 3 buddies, and we'd go around. We
Not a
found,
whole
like,
lot of crafting in DayZ.
No,
though.
there's really not. It's scavenging is
Yeah.
all it really is. But it
Definitely.
also inspires a game like H1Z1 where it's like, oh, you can make anything that makes sense in your mind. You can make. You can rip your T-shirt apart and make your first bow. And I dig that. But
Yeah.
again, it's another game that like isn't finished, has a ways to go. And I always wonder, and I'm not sure if we talked about this in the past, but with games like H1Z1 in particular, where I have a lot of fun, but then I kind of play myself out, and they're still not at version 1.0. I always kind of wonder if when it gets to 1.0, if I'll be motivated to spend a lot of time in it.
See, I guess that's where me and you differ, because I love playing these early access things so that I can play it, have a really good time, play it again once there's an update, have a really good time, and be like reinvigorated with all the new content, and like it's just a new, better experience each time. I dig that. I love it. I do think that it would be cool if a game would come out that was just already done though, and like just play through it the one time and have a really good time with it. That would be really nice.
Yeah. So that's something I don't understand. Like these early access games, like at what point are they finally done? Like when are we going to actually get some of these games? Because I mean, H1Z1 and DayZ, they've been in development a long time, right?
Yeah.
H1Z1's like just up on a year, I think.
Oh,
Actually-
well, I guess that's not a.
Actually,
They
no, I think
started
it's over a
work
year.
way before a year ago, I'm pretty sure.
I'm just thinking of when it hit early access.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say that was actually April of last year.
Yeah, they started development
Or
before
May,
it
one
ever.
of those two. Because it was a nightmare when that thing came out. That was a bad launch.
Yeah, I heard that it was terrible.
Whew.
I
But they've
didn't
done
play
some
until
cool
a couple
stuff.
updates.
Like the battle royale stuff is cool. Not really my thing, but for the uber
I haven't even
competitive
played
player,
it yet.
it's really fucking cool. Like it's I can't remember the amount of players, but you start in a very large lobby and there's basically like a poison gas cloud that slowly creeps in and brings everybody to the center of this map. There's more ammo, more weapons, and it's a very like cool idea, but I don't I'm more the person that like wants to jump in with you guys and just go make the coolest shit
Do
we
like
can.
base building
Right.
and
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
the
I
Lego
play on a
kid.
PvE server. I'm not gonna lie. After my experience on PvP, I'm sticking to PvE and just doing like base building and zombie killing.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Johnny plays MC. You're right. I mean, like a game like that, an MMO is really never finished. But there is a point where you need to be like, okay, this is 1.0, and we will improve it from here.
Yeah, it's about like not DLC, but like I don't even know what to say. Like it should be about adding, not like putting stuff that should be there in the first place. I don't know how to word it. But yeah, no, a game like that is never done, and they should always constantly be adding stuff to it as long as they want support on their game. But like, where do you draw the line? Like, there needs to be a place where it's just like, okay, this is the game. The game is like a product now. It's whole.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Daisy is, to Dark Osprey's credit, it's like 4 years or something. Maybe not that long, but it started out as a mod for Arma, and then it came out as standalone, and that's when I got really excited about it.
Has a crazy cool story, or like the story of that game is really cool.
Right.
Yeah, the story behind it is awesome. But yeah, that is a big time offender in the constantly early access thing.
So the people in the chat talking about 100% orange juice. I bought the game on Steam. I don't really know what it's about. It was like $1 or something. So what is that game?
It's supposed to be a board game. That's all I know about it, is that it's very animu, and it's a board game.
What game is this?
Yeah.
What are we?
100% orange juice. I don't know much about it at all.
I don't know.
Oh, I thought that was someone's screen name. I totally missed the comment. That's a good screen name.
Not from Concentrate. They're totally 100%.
Of course. So
Yeah.
some random Charizard said, if you want a base builder, try Rust. Have either of you played Rust?
Yeah, I love Rust. I love Rust.
No.
But I've only ever played with friends in like a secure server. Like I've heard that is a community that is not fucking
Not great.
cool to
Yeah,
play
I've heard
with
that's
at
a
all.
griefing community if you just go public. But the game like got revamped, and I can't remember if it went from Unity Unreal or the other way around, but I'm pretty sure it switched engines entirely.
Damn, that's a fucking lofty project.
Yeah, I mean, you're essentially with those two. I don't think they speak to each other in like an import-export way. So you're basically just starting fresh.
That's
well,
crazy.
relatively fresh. But I've heard that the game's pretty fun, and I've watched a lot of footage on YouTube of just some folks playing it, and it looks like something that I would be into. But I just picked up. I told you guys before the call. I just picked up Ark.
Yeah, I haven't gone to sink my teeth in yet, and I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah, that one's gonna get me.
All my friends have been a dick tease about it. They're just like, yeah, I have Ark. We should play sometime. And then I'm always like, hey, Ark. And everybody's like, no, not right now.
So what really actually made me hit the buy button on Steam was the fact that I knew kind of what it was. I watched a couple of the Rooster Teeth, the Funhouse guys play it. I watched a couple other like just snippets just to figure out if I would like it or if people that kind of identify with my likes like it. And the one screenshot sold me, and it was basically like most screenshots you see have the like primitive pickaxe and like a hatchet and all this stuff, and dinosaurs. There are dinosaurs everywhere. And you can tame them.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. But the screenshot that got me was you actually can build up to make some pretty impressive like metal structures. You can actually make firearms. To me, it looks like the ceiling is very high on that game. And I just saw a news story, since there is some news, that hit 1 million sales in early access.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah, from what I understand,
awesome.
they
Great for
totally
those
deserve
guys.
it. That it's a really well put together game. One thing that I've heard is that it needs some optimization real bad. But like, I mean, that's something that can always be improved on. Like, they should be able to do that, no problem. I'm excited about it. You can force feed people your poop in that game.
Yeah, it's Z to P, poop. Z to poop. I don't know if you pee. I don't think you can pee. You can whistle. I sat there on the shore just hitting buttons because you can play a local, you can host, or you can join like multiplayer games do these days. But I was really excited because I jumped in and just did a local game just to figure a few things out before I jumped on and actually like streamed on our Playing Light and Twitch or anything, because I didn't want to look like an idiot like squinting at the screen like, hold on. What are the key bindings? And then I figured a lot of stuff out pretty quickly.
You sounded like you were like 90. Oh,
Well,
I don't know what I'm doing.
What
Get
is
off
the
my
goose?
lawn. You shall not pass.
I don't know why I went with that one, but hey, if a 90-year-old guy plays Ark, I want to know that 90-year-old guy. But that's what I feel like, because you always have to learn everything all over again, and especially in that game, what I really like is they have like a XP mechanic. So the more that you build, the quicker you learn it, or get XP. You can use these, I think they're called engram points, to unlock new like blueprints, basically.
Yep.
And I was an idiot and decided like I better get some clothes as opposed to like shelter. So my first game went a little south pretty quick, but the thing I did like is you keep your XP, you keep your character, but you lose all your shit when you die.
Right.
So if you can find your body, you can go get it. I love Ark. It's really cool. And I also messaged you guys because I'm an asshole, and I had it like ready to purchase this morning for $24.85, and it went back up at like 1 p.m. or whatever it was to $30. But it's okay. Early access, I feel like, is a good show of support, so I'm pretty
definitely
pretty psyched about it. I am enjoying every second of it, except when you start on the beach and if you penetrate the inside of the like forest, penetrate, you like immediately run into raptors, and they're everywhere, and they're terrifying, absolutely terrifying. Just the worst.
Yeah, dinos are scary, man.
Yeah, they got those little spitters.
That's why they're awesome.
Yeah.
I know it's scrolled up quite a bit, but the Fairy Roo, to answer your question, their question was about they're building a PC. So, like, what kind of free, real cheap games you can buy. There's a lot of free games out there that you can just pick up. A lot of free to play. Just to open up Steam has a ton of free to play stuff, or just wait for a sale, or get with your friends. Maybe they can gift you some games. That sort of thing. I would just start small, and you can start building up a library pretty quickly. One that's probably too large, but I've kind of come to the conclusion that all these games that I'm buying that I'm not playing, I'm calling that my retirement.
Yeah.
Even if they're old, because I play old games now. Even if they're older, then I'll still play them and still use that time in my retirement. I think that's what I'm calling it, my retirement fund.
Oh my gosh, Battle Block Theater was just mentioned. And
yeah, it's so good. Oh my God. So good, so much fun.
I can't wait for. I think they're just calling it Game 4.
What?
Isn't it Behemoth Games?
They're coming out with a new game?
Yeah, it's called Game 4. It's like a tile-based strategy game, but in the same art style.
Oh, yeah, I saw that at PAX. Yep.
You didn't sound very excited, but Battle Block is awesome.
I'm just not huge on strategy games, but I'll probably play it because I fucking love them. Like, they everything they touch turns to gold. Like, I love them.
It is true. My piece of advice would be keep your eye on humblebundle.com. Actually check out like Reddit r/game deals. They do a lot of, like, almost every day the top 5 are like bundles or something you can get a good handle on.
I think dip your toes into the indie scene. Like, you're going to get lots of really amazing games that have content that AAAs would never allow to happen, and for crazy cheap, and you'd be supporting the little guy. Yeah. Like, indie games are lifeblood. I love them.
Sure. For sure. Oh my gosh, there's a game that was developed by a guy that's like down the street from me that's on sale right now. Lisa, the Painful RPG, is on Steam. It's like $5. Everybody, if you like old school RPGs, especially Earthbound, it's a good one.
I will check it out. You should drop a link in chat.
Oh, I gotta find it then.
Oh, you don't have to. Golly. Let's just bring up a game and be like, hey, go buy it, and then not give anybody information on where to find it. Wow. Wow, Joe.
Deal with it. We can all Google.
Good Lord, look at the light bouncing off my forehead. Jeez. That's
you know
terrible.
What's funny is I just Googled Steam Lisa, and I was really scared what might come back. First result, it actually did all right.
Good.
All right, there you go.
I'll go ahead and open
it. I saw you streaming that. That looks good. I thought that looked good.
On it.
Dude,
awesome.
Sassy Shelves is one of the most amazing people that has ever lived. Just know that now. She's amazing.
Synthforce says, do you have much words for the indie horror market? Does it appeal to you? Is it a type of game that can maintain its standard? I haven't played a lot of indie horror games. Horror for me is like October, and then it's out. Like it's a big phase thing for me. I get huge in the mood, but I'm always a fan of like the tense horror. I hate jump scares, not because they scare the shit out of me. That's just it just happens. But I like tense and like creepy shit. Like The Shining is the best movie ever because it's creepy, not because it like shit jumps out at you.
The Exorcist, man.
That being said, I'm kind of The Exorcist is really good too, but it's the same type of thing. There isn't a lot of jump scares in The Exorcist, whereas as opposed to like Paranormal Activity, and a lot of the games that I see now are more like that. But Allison Road is looking really cool. Has anybody else seen anything on Allison Road?
I still haven't looked it up yet.
It's the spiritual successor developed by. It's basically a love letter to PT.
Mm-hmm.
being currently developed. There was like 13 minutes or something put out there the other day.
Hype, though. I did hear about it, and I'm hype.
Absolutely love that we live in a world where someone plays PT, just a playable teaser that is out there, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to make a game that is like that because it's getting canceled. I'm going to do it myself. And then someone goes and makes Allison Road. Like, that is... It's amazing we live in a world like that.
Yeah.
Speak of the devil, that Allison Road is actually on Steam Greenlight right now, and it's already been greenlit, so I was going to say go vote for it, but it's good to go.
So as far as horror goes, I'm going to say something that I'll probably feel a little bit ashamed about, but I generally like AAA horror better than indie horror.
Oh.
Generally. Like, I just...
Gauntlet Throne!
Like, I need really good graphics in a horror game to be able to get immersed really well. Like,
How many graphics? Like,
at least 6 or 7 graphics.
not unreasonable.
Yeah, and like I want colors and I guess words in there. No, but like I need there to be some pretty decent graphics in order to like get fully immersed into a horror game. Like Outlast is pretty much my go-to for like a comparison. Like that game scared the shit out of me. And Silent Hill, obviously amazing. I guess the first really scary game that I played, why can't I think of the name of it? It's with the Fatal Frame. Fatal Frame.
Okay.
Ooh,
was
there's a new one of those
terrifying.
coming to Wii U, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Which
is going to
the
be
perfect idea.
amazing
The
with
greatest
that
platform
fucking
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
Hold up that thing.
They're going to sell
awesome.
so many fucking Wii gamepads because so many people are going to fucking chuck those bitches to the floor and break them.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent strategy, Nintendo. You're going to make some money.
Yeah.
It's not exactly super horror, but last weekend my brother and I were co-oping Resident Evil Revelations 2, and I don't know what it was, but like I forgot how good they made that game. Like that feels like a really good Resident Evil game. Like, you know, you played 5 and you're kind of like, okay, and we co-op 6 and we're like, oh, okay, but this felt like a really just good survival horror game. The two of us doing it together. Man, we had fun this weekend. We got through about 5/8 of the game in one day, so that was fun.
Synth Force and Tomix Yagami, hope I read that right, probably butchered, nailed it. Alien Isolation was a phenomenal entry last year. For me, it was a little too long, like just long in the middle. There were sections that kind of needed to get cut, but it's awesome. Did either of you play that?
No, I haven't.
No.
Somebody gifted it to me, and I still haven't gotten to it yet.
Oh,
I was gonna cover
like
it.
you.
I need to cover it really bad because my audience loves it when I'm scared.
It is a good one, especially like there's some kind of annoying parts that until you really get the hang of like the alien's movements and its field of view and all that stuff. There's parts where you'll be like in a locker and you'll like peek out of the eye hole and you'll see it like trot by. And then you jump out of the locker, turn to the right where it just was, and it's like still like 6 feet away from you. So you just turn around and get right back in the locker, wait a second. I wonder if I still have the clip, but I also, in the first version of it, like pre-release, because I reviewed it way back whenever it was, in October, I think it was, the alien had a few glitches that were real funny, and its footsteps, like it's very meaty, so it's meant to terrify you and be really menacing, and it does a good job. But there was something where I threw a noisemaker, and the footsteps, like, it doubled down on the audio, and it just, like, like super fast through this. And I got back in this locker and was crying. I was laughing so hard, put the controller down. And then I'm pretty sure I, like, got stabbed by its tail or something. But that was a great one. Good call out there.
Slender, Slender the Arrival was a super good one. At first, anyway. Like, it got kind of old and just not scary after some point, but at first, that shit is terrifying. Super scary.
Wizard Raccoon King, I haven't played either of those games, Witch's House or Ao Oni, but I wrote them down, so I'm gonna check out those suggestions. And yeah, I agree with you, Synth Force, on the not allowing you to kill the horror, where it's like you feel helpless against them.
Yeah.
I like that feeling also.
That's almost the only way that a game can really be scary.
So are either of you guys interested in Until Dawn? Because that's coming out soonish.
I don't even know what that is.
Yes, I am, because I just want to stream it on like the couch,
Yeah.
or in chat and have chat make all the decisions as fast as possible.
What is
the only
it?
problem is the latency. So it's a horror game for PlayStation 4 coming out relatively soon, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like in a month. Like in the next month.
But it's like a choose-your-own adventure in almost every scenario that I've seen. Like, the killer busts in the door and stands there for a second. You can hide under the bed.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, did they talk about that at E3 at all?
Last year.
Okay.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. This year they didn't really mention it. But yeah, I'm curious to see how that works out.
Yeah, I wonder. And it's got Hayden Panettiere, so
Oh, I love her.
yeah, she's pretty awesome. Even though she's not on the Heroes Reborn thing, whatever.
Wait, are you guys actually gonna watch that?
I only watched the first 2
I would've.
seasons of Heroes anyway.
Yeah, same here. I got really bored.
Yeah.
It started being really ham-fisted, and I didn't like it.
When's Telltale gonna make that game?
If you
Heroes?
guys-
Oh God, that would be good.
Right?
If you're actually gonna go back and watch the original Heroes, watch season 1 and then just don't stop. Then don't start watching after that. Just watch season 1. Season 1 is fabulous, and I think it could actually. I think it's perfectly fine as a thing by itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the Lost syndrome, where that writer's strike just killed all its momentum.
Yep.
And
because the second season was horrible.
yeah, welcome to the Homerow Entertainment Podcast.
Yeah.
Video games. Even though those are 2 good shows, watch the first.
We have
season
opinions,
2 and get
damn it.
Yeah.
Opinions.
Damn it. So yeah, now I kind of want to play a horror game.
So Joe, what have you been playing that isn't a horror game?
Besides Ark, I've been playing Arkham Knight, like a lot of Arkham Knight.
Talk about a segue.
Hey, stay tuned, folks. Got him for days. Arkham Knight is, to me, like a very, very fitting end to the trilogy that Rocksteady did. I actually think that Arkham Origins is fine. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's awful. I thought it was fine because I picked it up way after release, and all the problems were ironed out, so it was just kind of cool to see someone else's take on that.
Mm-hmm.
But Arkham Knight is cool as fuck. It's so cool, you guys. I feel like a badass. Even though the problems that I do have with it, I'll just... Because have either of you played it?
Mike has. I was going to play it with him, but he doesn't want to play with me.
Once again, I'll stress this, that Mike's video is the best video ever made.
It's the best YouTube video.
So,
Somebody
yeah,
link that shit in chat. It's so good. It's my favorite YouTube video.
It's so good. So very, very good. Oh, stupid chat thing wouldn't go away for a second. Just trying to say hi to Monkey Fett. Anyway.
Hey, Monk.
It's really good. So there are some it's the same Batman you know and love, and the Batmobile to me is pretty cool. I like it. Some of the sections are a little annoying, but you get past them quick enough that it's fine. It's a game that I will try to 100%. I'll probably go back through a New Game Plus. I'll probably go back through on a harder difficulty. Like, it's very, very good, and I'm a sucker for, like, let me look at my digital toys. Like, walk into the little gallery or go into the menu and spin around this stupid little Killer Croc thing or Gordon. It's really good. But there are things like it doesn't so much annoy me as it shocked the shit out of me. Like, I was playing, and there's one enemy you take down where you, like, flip over this table, and you come down on his face so hard with your fist. There's no way he's not paralyzed, if not dead. And it's just, it's brutal. But I think I, like, had a more visceral reaction to these takedowns in Batman than I ever have, like, accidentally running over people in GTA. Or, there is some stuff that I'm like, there's no way. Like, he's the good guy. And he's kind of like a terror on Gotham. He breaks everything in a Batmobile, which is just kind of cool. Like, I think the motto for the game is make you feel as cool as possible. You're a superhero, make you feel cooler than shit all the time. And it does that.
I mean, if you're going to make a third game of a really a trilogy, I mean, that's what it should be. At that point, you have the game mechanics down, you have the story down. It's just now to feel awesome. Like, totally with that.
Yeah, there's the story is pretty decent too. Like there's I remember texting a good buddy of mine who is a big Batman fan, like of the games in particular. Not a huge comic fan, but he just really likes the games. I just remember telling him like this is one of the best superhero stories I've ever played. It gets crazier and crazier. Somehow it just elevates itself over and over and over. And I thought it was fantastic. Very, very good. And I'm very glad that I didn't have to review it, because if I had to pound through it, I would not be as happy. I think it'd be suffering from like The Witcher, where I had to get through it.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to go back and enjoy the little things, but I also know what's coming at the end. So I'm still like, I think I'm at the very last mission, but I want to complete like the Riddler challenges. I want to take down all the extra stuff, and I'm really close. I'm 85% completion. I've been playing too much.
No such thing. No such
I would
thing.
highly recommend it. Obviously, don't buy it on PC. I don't think you can, but don't buy it until Warner Brothers. And actually, not even Warner Brothers. I would wait until like anybody that knows what they're doing with the PC port can like definitely say, okay, it's good to go. Until like that all clear has been signed.
It's weird because Mike is not having any troubles with it at all.
And I hear it's not few and far between. I shouldn't say that. I hear that it is well, it's sporadic. I think some people are having a fine time, and some people are having big time issues. It was the same thing that happened with me in Assassin's Creed Unity. Played it through, no problems. Well, one glitch where I got stuck on a wall, but I think that's more Assassin's Creed than it is Unity.
Yeah.
But
User error. What?
Zerodoxy, what's your opinion on Dying Light? If you have played it, I liked it. It was fun.
I thought that was like the surprise game. Like if I could give an award to game of the first quarter of the year, that was awesome.
It took all of the dumb, awful out of Dead Island, basically. Yep. It made Dead Island only fun.
Yeah.
That's what it was for me.
I agree.
I hated Dead Island.
Dead Island
I didn't hate it. I had fun
concept.
with it. I had fun with it, but like the whole time I was having fun despite the game, you know, instead of having fun because of the game. I don't know. I have a weird relationship with Dead Island. It was a horrible broken mess that I like. Yeah, I love the concept of it. Basically, I'm always gonna be obsessed with zombies. I always have been. Like way back before zombies was like a huge like trendy thing. Like I always was just like, oh, zombies, yeah. Like Night of the Living Dead, yeah. Like I've always loved zombies, and I always will. I don't care how played out they get. And like for some reason, with Dead Island, like that, it didn't do much for me. That it was not like I wanted to love it because of the zombies, but I couldn't because it was broken.
Are you interested in the next one, Dead Island?
No, like
that looked like hot garbage last year. It looked awful. I think I was watching some other show, and the question came up about Dead Island 2 not being at E3 or not being shown off, and then with Dying Light coming out, do you think the team at Techland, or the team that's working on Dead Island now, it's Deep Silver, I think.
Yeah.
Did they basically get scared and go, oh, we have to make this a lot better? And I think they have to. It's gonna. I don't know. I probably won't play it until for me, it's already like a GameFly game or like when it comes around, unless it's kind of like Dying Light, where it's like at the beginning of the year, maybe, like if there's nothing else out around it. But that's the same way Dying Light was. There was nothing else there. It came up, and it was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Q1 2016 looks pretty heavy right now.
Oh yeah, isn't that Uncharted too?
Yeah. There's a ton of games.
There's a lot.
Yeah, and
Our jobs are going to be very hard.
I think I'm kind of with CKD here. Like, I've been sick of zombies for a while, but I always think there's room for someone to do it better. I think someone can always make things better, and I think Dying Light did a good job with like the fact that when the light does die, it's kind of crazy at night. Like if you ever just turn off your flashlight and look out over the town, it's kind of terrifying as well.
Yeah, it gives you this crazy sense of dread that is just thrilling.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to comb through and make sure we're not missing any. Somebody asked if you'd played HOTS, Lord of Harmony. You played Heroes of the Storm yet, Doxy?
Nope.
I've heard great things.
A lot of interest in it, to be frank.
I've heard great things, but I've also, I'm not a huge fan of... That's the one that's like all the Blizzard heroes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm
It's
not.
MOBA.
I can't identify with a lot of those characters. I've played plenty of Blizzard games, but I'm not. I couldn't tell you why Kerrigan's the coolest or anything. Like I just don't. It's not my thing.
I'm just not into MOBAs.
That's
like,
the only
at all.
character that came to mind. My bad. Or Diablo. Like I and MOBAs are not really my thing.
Mine either.
I just
I'm
haven't
so
jumped in.
bad at them. I'm so bad at them. Like, I just don't have the mind for it at all.
And for me, it's the human barrier to entry. You know, I mean, like the last one I actually played was the Middle Earth one, the Lord of the Rings one, and it was just like people just screaming at me over chat about how much I suck.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Dude,
all right,
those
well,
communities are really awful
really
too.
glad-
Yeah,
I'm
and
really glad we're on
nobody's
a
willing to
team.
help
Good
you.
job.
They're just quick to get so mad. Like the salt in those games is fucking off the charts. Like people expect you to be at least as good as them, if not better, and like there's just no way for you to break in. There's no way for you to break in unless you're willing to just suffer the torment of people expecting you to come out of the gate fucking amazing.
Yeah, I have heard. I think it was. Johnny Poise said HOTS is a good MOBA to ease yourself into. I have heard that it's the most accessible, but I've also still heard that if you play with like a seasoned player, they may not want to, unless you really do have a good relationship with that person. Some people, regardless of the game, are going to say like, "Oh God, I got to drag this dead weight with me."
Yeah.
But that is a good point. Lord of Harmony points out that it is free to play, and if you don't like it, has yet to find an asshole in it, but that's good.
That is good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much rather have that than the alternative.
Definitely.
Than the we'll call it the H1Z1 experience. Brian, you been playing anything?
Yeah, actually, I did the Tales from the Borderlands episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Telltale does those games so well. Yes, there's a formula to them, and you know, I love the formula though. The
Yeah, it works.
formula works. It's serious. Yeah. Oh, it totally works. It is really, really good. What else? I wish I had written. I wrote down what I had in the spreadsheet. Now I've totally forgotten it. This is terrible. I played something else, but I don't remember what that was. So.
It's all
It
right.
probably is.
Things.
Oh, I played Mini Metro. It's an early access game.
Ringing
It's
endorsement for Mini Metro.
Yeah, sorry. Well, it was when I was in Cleveland, and it's a really, really small game, and I was just playing on my work laptop. And essentially, it's there are like these. It's like a subway system, and you're putting train lines in the subway system. So the different stations slowly appear. So you start with 3 stations, and then a 4th appears, and a 5th appears, and so the stations themselves are in cities. So there are kind of like a city layout, like in Paris or New York City. So the water that is in that city is there. So the overall map is present, and it slowly builds. Each station gets added, and you're trying to manage the number of people, and each station is a different shape, and you're trying to get, so you're trying to get the triangle people at the square station to the triangle station, and then all of a sudden they like start putting in other shapes, and then it starts going faster, and you're like, oh my God, okay, I have too many people in the station, and I'm trying to like add trains to them, and they're like driving.
That actually sounds really fun.
Oh, it's really fun, and it gets very fast paced.
Uh-huh.
I think I paid $6 for it, but yeah, it's in early access. It is a lot of fun.
Sounds awesome. Yeah. I really like that concept a lot.
And I now I remember what I wrote in the spreadsheet. I have an admission. A few episodes ago, which would probably be a couple months at this point, I said I was not going to continue playing Final Fantasy Record Keeper.
I remember this.
And I
brought you back.
I play it a lot. Honestly, it's something totally mindless that I can do on my phone while I'm just sitting there,
Pooping.
at the doctor's office, pooping, whatever. I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, I can just run a dungeon real quick, and I just like click, 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 and then I'm starting to get far enough where Final Fantasy Record Keeper is a love letter to Final Fantasy fans. Like it just flat out is a love letter to them. So I've opened up 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13. And so I've been, playing different ones, and they make the Final Fantasy 13 people into little sprites, and the actual game itself is not fabulous, but I just love the characters, and I love Final Fantasy, and then so
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, Brian.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a
I'm not a
single
bad
thing
person.
wrong with that.
I'm totally eating crow, though.
No,
I
don't feel
got
bad
sucked
about it.
into it.
All I'm saying is that, like, if I don't know, if there's a game that, like, it's featuring these things that are, like, really near and dear to our heart and can make a thing that can entertain you for a little bit, then, like, that's just what a video game is.
Yeah.
It's what a story is. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yep. So that's what I've been playing.
Cool. I'm so sorry. We have to circle back because the chat's all about Fallout 4, and I really want to talk about this some more.
Do it.
Nothing new. There's no new news. No nothing. But I wanted to see. Did either of you play? I believe it was New Vegas introduced the hardcore mode.
Fucking no.
Where
No,
you have
I
to,
have not.
You have to manage your sleep and manage eating and all that.
And your inventory is like a lot worse. And when games get to the point where your inventory management takes up 50% of your time, it's just not fun anymore for me. So I'm never gonna play that mode.
I don't know what it is, but that has me super interested at just trying a different angle, especially in Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Because Skyrim had the wet and cold mod. I don't know if you ever played that, where you can get wet and cold, and it actually you have to chill. I'm so hyped for this stupid game. I couldn't be more hyped to buy a corporate America product.
Yeah.
And what I think brought it up before we were all chatting about it too is I went into Best Buy to take something back, and I was checking my orders, and there was the Pip-Boy edition, and it's just waiting. It's just waiting there. Can't wait. I'm so excited. I wonder how things like the crafting are going to play out. I'm excited for them, but I just can't wait.
It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
So, yeah.
We'll finally have something to do with all those fucking ashtrays.
Yep. And all those race cars.
It's gonna be great.
Those damn race cars. Let's see. Is there anything else? News?
I'm
I did not see
fresh
Joseph.
out, dude. All I can think about is H1Z1 and Terraria.
And all I can think about is getting back into Ark.
Yeah.
I have a foot doctor thing tomorrow morning, and we'll see how the rest of work goes. But I don't work till later, so I might have to stream some tomorrow. I thought about trying out. I might actually seriously consider launching Fallout New Vegas because I put in all the ENB mods, and it looks gorgeous now. It's incredible what people are doing to that game.
Are you thinking about doing that tonight, Joe?
Probably not tonight.
Oh, dang.
My
I was going to
appointment's
say
very
we could
early.
raid you. We could raid you.
Oh, snap. I would, but I'm not.
Okay.
So thank
That's
you.
fair.
I appreciate it. Probably tomorrow morning. We'll see.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. I was gonna stretch. I'm
Uh,
sorry, I
yeah.
was stretching, and it just shuts down my ability to form words when I stretch.
So yeah, I'm excited to get back into Ark. I still want to Batman has now become a find all the collectibles thing,
Yeah.
and then finish up the campaign. I think. We'll see. Brian,
Yeah.
what you thinking about?
No, I'm you're I think I'm gonna do that, and yeah, and so I was kind of nodding, and then, okay, to Jaw one, man, I really hate when the person's name in chat is in that super light green color. I don't know why, I just can't read that one.
It's Jaw0198.
Okay.
Yeah?
Jaw. So Doxy, she was asking what games you're looking forward to.
There's a lot to look forward to right now. I don't even know where to begin answering that question. That's the most daunting question is, you basically just asked me what I'm going to be doing with the rest of my life. You know what I mean?
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Yeah, Fallout is something that I am definitely looking forward to. I'm looking forward to just everything Sony put out at E3. I just bought Final Fantasy VII on Steam, so I'm going to play through that because it's been years and years and years since I've even looked at it. Yeah. Like, that's all that is coming to my mind right now, but this is, like, seriously, this is my biggest passion in life is video games, so answering that question is just impossible right now when there is so much amazing stuff on the horizon right now.
Yeah, absolutely the best time to be a gamer.
Yeah.
For me, immediate horizon is Rare Replay.
Yeah, I'm hype about that.
Fuck yeah, Rare Replay.
$30 for 30 games, bro. Yeah. That's fucking hype. That is hype.
So excited. Actually, the games I'm looking forward to playing the most, I mentioned it on the last show, but I got Time Splitters 2.
Nice.
For my Xbox.
Eve, are you in chat? Because you guys should talk about this. You'll be best friends.
Like the best thing ever. I use the Elgato to capture and stream, and I don't have a way, since the Xbox's component, I don't believe they had an HDMI out on the old Xbox, like a way to do it. So I'm going to have to play with some things. That or I got to buy a second cap card.
Or you could just get an adapter.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Well, what about, is it backwards compatible on the 360? Doesn't 360 have some Xbox games?
I just like panicked and decided like, I'll just spend more money. That's what I have to do. That'd be my bad.
Did he say Time Splitters 2? That's like getting vegan chocolate ice cream. Was it Time Splitters 2 or Time Splitters 1?
I found Time Splitters 2 in a mall in Davenport, Iowa for $2.99, so I picked it up.
Nice.
I didn't even hesitate. Awesome. Vegan chocolate ice cream. I'm not vegan, so it sounds awful, but I think it's good.
I don't think that he meant it good. This is man.
I think he likes the original. Maybe
yeah, I think so too.
Guess I can still because it's on the same platform, right? PS2 and Xbox, the original.
I think so.
Xbox.
Yeah, I think all of them were. No, I think the original Time Splitters was PlayStation 1.
Oh, jeez.
Time Splitters 1 and Future Perfect are fucking excellent. 2 is aight.
All right, there you go.
Also, Synth4 says, I have Future Perfect if you want a copy.
Oh, that's very generous.
Yeah,
I can
that's
pick one.
crazy nice.
Dang it. PlayStation 2? It didn't come out on Xbox. Now I gotta buy a goddamn PS2. Anyway.
You should have a fucking PS2 anyway, Joe. What the fuck are you doing?
PS2. What is it? Where is it?
If you guys
Best
forgot,
console of all time.
I'm an Xbox. I only like Microsoft.
That's right.
I can't believe you don't have a fucking PlayStation 2, though.
I had one for a long time, and then it died, and I moved on.
Best console of all time.
Yeah. Oh, I hold up. SNES.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo.
Close
Secret
second.
of Mana. Secret of Mana. I don't even
SNES
like
is a close second, but PlayStation 2 was better. It just was.
Well, agree to disagree.
I'll fight you.
I'll fight you.
And this call is over. Click.
I'll knife you.
The rest of the stream is just like I close you guys and put on my cam and just like middle fit just for the rest of the podcast.
Let's.
Do we have anything else?
I don't think
out,
so.
dude.
Just kind of chilling. Just kind of hanging out.
Comic-Con starts tomorrow?
Ooh, yeah. There'll probably be some news coming out of Comic-Con, I imagine.
A little bit.
And then next month is...
this month is Gamescom, right?
Is it? I thought it was August.
Is it August? Oh, okay.
It might be. I don't know.
So
We got
newsflash,
full
guys,
shows
it's
till then.
July,
We
and
can find some
Yeah. Well, this is a really great show. We're all just standing here like, I don't know.
Gamescom Cologne. We will not be there this year. Next year. Catch us live on the show floor.
Yeah, there you go. As soon as we get big, we'll be at every conference. Coming to you live. I'm trying to fill in the silence.
So European dates, when they have periods, are just confusing. But I believe it is August 6th to 9th.
Okay.
Anyway, that's where we're supposed to see. I'm excited to see what Microsoft does because it's got they're bringing like Crackdown, Quantum Break, all the shit that's not coming this year.
The Fairy Roo says, hold on, I have to interrupt you. The Fairy Roo says, hey,
Yeah.
Doxy, do you have a PS2? I have a backwards compatible PS3.
Ooh.
My PS2 is gathering dust underneath some.
At least you have
Shelf.
one.
Yeah.
Oh, not less of a person.
Second class
Homerow-
citizen Joe
Homerow live from the
McAllister
porn
over
world.
here.
Let's see.
We're
Tsunami-
live from the porn awards.
That would be awesome.
I would go. I will podcast the shit out of that shit. I'm just saying.
I have no problem.
I
They'll
would
be
do it.
walking by and they'll be like, "What are you guys podcasting about? Video games?"
Yeah. No nipples on Twitch. Get out of here. Did I play Infamous Second Son? I did indeed, and it was great. It was
Yes,
very,
it
very
was.
good. I'm not a huge.
Hi, honey.
Like, hi, Megan. Wasn't ever. I don't know where that one came from. Like a big Infamous fan. I actually skipped the PS3, so I didn't get to play a lot of that stuff. That's why I'm all for remasters of PS3 games, but not Xbox 360s. But it looks. That game was really fun. I never played the First Light, that standalone expansion, but it was cool. And what was the other one? Doxy. Do a live stream of Shattered Memories. Tony Hawk Underground.
Probably not gonna happen, friend. Sorry.
Where'd it go?
What game am I least looking forward to?
Yeah, that's the one I was looking for. That one sounded...
Next Madden, maybe. I have
FIFA?
no. Yeah,
FIFA
the next
was failing.
honestly, the next Call of Duty doesn't do anything for
You
me.
shut your dirty mouth.
I will shut my dirty mouth. I mean, wait, what? No, Call of Duty's just not my thing.
God, I fucking love Call of Duty.
So I'm not looking forward to it at all. There you go. Thanks, Kaiser, for your question.
Let's see. Favorite music and/or soundtrack from CD Div. Do you mean like games? Because if it's game soundtrack, that's
Bastion.
actually it's a good one. It's a good one. I'm trying to.
I'm getting the Journey soundtrack on vinyl. Yeah, I ordered it. I'm just waiting for it to arrive.
Oh, mine's Hotline Miami. Mine's definitely Hotline Miami.
Better than Bastion, really? Like, it's good, but it's not better than Bastion.
I get jacked. I get jacked when I listen to that.
Yeah, it does its job. That's for damn sure.
GTA Vice City has a good soundtrack.
Oh, so good.
GTA in general has
Yeah,
pretty decent soundtracks.
Yeah, for sure.
Trying to think. There are a lot of. I mean, Journey obviously is good. I just said that, and I mean, a lot of Final Fantasy games have really great soundtracks. Japanese role-playing games in general tend to have pretty decent soundtracks because when you're playing them for 100+ hours, like, you really need to not hate the music. Persona 4 has a fabulous soundtrack. If you actually bought the PS2 game, most of them came with the CD, and I'll just put that in the car. I'll just put it on and I'll just start driving. Katamari Damacy has a great soundtrack.
Jaw says he likes the Skyrim soundtrack. You're right. That
Yeah, that's a
soundtrack
good one.
blew me away.
Yeah. That was really good.
Even the stupid, like, not environmentals, but like the ambient kind of just background. Oh,
So good.
very good.
There, one of the, like, nighttime songs was my ringtone for a long time just because I loved it so fucking much. So good.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, Bethesda, Fallout as well, has very, very good music. Even though it's like real world music, it's really cool because it fits the world so well. And they use that.
Oh, yeah.
They've used like the same band for Fallout 3, New Vegas. No, just 3 and 4. Their reveals.
BioShock also super good.
Chrono Trigger, Kaiser and CKD. Chrono Trigger, that was a good one too.
Atomic Sigami, absolutely. I think that Telltale is an absolute just darling.
They've
Like,
hit their stride.
they know what the fuck they're doing. They are amazing storytellers. The writers they have working for them are fantastic. They always have an amazing art style. Like they're Fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's about time to call it.
Yeah, I think so too. I think we're pretty good. I'm actually a little shocked we stretched that into about an hour, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good
Hey,
work.
if you got,
Nothing to work with at all.
If you're in the chat and you got ideas, like tweet at us. Like
all the
we'll
time.
talk about. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
We have a
Yes.
new Twitter that we haven't used yet much, but if you guys want to
Good.
follow us at Homerow Podcast, you should absolutely do that.
Yeah, please do. We would be more than happy to mull around your topics so we can discuss them. We like to think about them a little bit ahead of time. And this week we just had no news.
Yeah.
But luckily that means we've been able to play a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's good. So we should be on for next week, correct? We will
Totally.
obviously let you know if anything changes. So follow the Homerow Podcast Twitter. Doxy, where can we find you besides the lovely Doxy chat?
You can find me right here at twitch.tv/ZER0DOXY. You can find me at youtube.com/ZER0DOXY and twitter.com/ZERODOXY.
Awesome. Where was that? Kaiser Bear suggested 3-way review of games. Solid idea. Very solid idea.
Sure.
It just all depends on if we've all played them. I don't know if we'll try and force our
We
way
should
through.
start book clubbing a game
Plugging.
a week.
Dude,
Book
I would
clugging.
love to book club a game.
We should start doing that.
Brian and I did that back in the day. We never finished Wolf Among Us, but yes, I would be
But yes,
down.
it's fabulous.
I would be down. And more
Fallout
than
4.
happy to invite.
Let's do it.
Hey, we could do that.
God, that
'Cause
would
we
be
could tell some
interesting.
interesting stories, I think.
Like, we would have to be playing at the same pace, though, which is going to be hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, you can kind of do like a general, like, you know, the first 5 levels or like the first hour you play, and then, you know, pick them in segments that we can follow.
Yeah.
I know, like, Joe's just gonna be poop socking it, so I don't know.
Poop socking.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do.
I already
quite
cut the
same
hole in the
pace.
chair.
That
Already
is
cut the holes.
my fucking new favorite word. Poop socking.
Uh,
That's amazing.
all right. Brian, where can we find you, buddy?
Sure. You can find me on Twitter as Quiglin. It's Quiglin. I'm pretty much everywhere I'm Quiglin, so if you see Quiglin, that's me.
Solid. And I am Joe McAllister. I am Joe_McAllister on Twitter. I am playing Lightened in the chat as well as on Twitch. That's where I'll be streaming. I think that's really it. We have a YouTube as well. We haven't been uploading as much as I'd like to because time as an adult is hard to find. But this is what we'll always make time for. But I think that was a great episode. Thank you, as always, to Doxy Chat.
Yeah, you
the
guys
best
are
chat.
amazing.
Yeah, you guys kept us going, brought up some good topics, good questions, and just straight up good people. So until next time, for the Homerow Podcast, bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.
See you guys.